What's up? It's your girl, Tamika J, and I'm so excited to talk about this subject because I think it's so needed that we actually have this discussion about the word no. Our favorite word and our least favorite word, no. All right, and I'm such a nerd. I have my cheat sheet because I wanted to make sure that I discuss everything because there's some really cool things and some really like key things that I really wanted to address. So let's get into this video about the word no. Okay, so you remember as a child, it was so easy to say the damn word no. No. Clean your room. No. Pick up after yourself. No, it's fine. No. It was so easy to say this word no. But then something happened, growing up, you turn into adult. And then next thing you know, you start saying yes when you really meant no. The word no just became this thing that people have books about how to say no and have literally seminars on how to be confident in saying the word no, and I've seen those books, I've seen those seminars and just really having people say the word no. And what is it about the word no? When we were a child, it was so easy to say it. And then now it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of scared to say it. And also, especially if you're in the music industry, if you're in the entertainment industry in general, you are so almost immune to the word no. So how did I deal with just being told no? Okay, so I got my cheat sheet. We're gonna get into it. So the first public no that I got was way back in the day in high school. There's this thing called Senior Idol, and it was pretty much kind of like American Idol, and they just called it Senior Idol. And I tried out. Nobody even in my class even knew that I could sing, but it was a little secret, kind of like I kind of kept to myself a little bit. I mean, people would hear me hum a little bit, but I just wanted to do this talent show for myself and try it out. Ended up making it to the show, the Senior Idol show. Ended up making it to the top 3 finalists, being in the top 3 finalists, and it was really great. I mean, all my friends were cheering me on. It was really, really cool, but did not know that when you make it to the top 3, you have to learn this song called Ain't No Mountain High Enough. I did not know that. They did not tell me that this was gonna be our finale song to see who's going to be the winner of Senior Idol. So I remember one of the girls who were in the top 3, she was like trying to teach me the song. I had to learn the song like in 2 minutes. Thank God I was familiar a little bit with the song, but I didn't know the verses. So I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose. So the first contestant, she does her song. She knows the song. Second contestant, she knows the song. And now it's my turn. I'm on the stage, and no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. And then goes to the verse. I'm like, I didn't know the words, and then it was straight up boo. People were booing me. I mean, they're like, boo. I was like, damn, y'all really love me now. Y'all really hate me right now. Like, okay, thank you. I got booed off and clearly did not win. I got 3rd place. And that was my first big public no at the time. And did it affect me? Not really, because I didn't put so much weight on the Senior Idol. I kind of was like, it is what it is. That's life. You're gonna get a no. And so that was like the first public no that I got in regards to like music and stuff like that. Fast forward, I decided to be in the music industry. I would do more auditions, more talent shows. Some talent shows were cool, some of them I won, but the majority of the music industry was surrounded by this word, no. And I've always been kind of like this, it's kind of been like my life. I've always been too much of something. I've always been too thick for a role, too urban for a role, too soulful for a song, just too something. Nobody never denied my talent, but it was always like, you're too something, and I was told no. And just dealing with no, especially like in the beginning of my music career, it would get to me. I'm not going to even front. There were times I realized it is what it is. This is just a part of the industry. And there are moments when I'm just like, I really wanted this particular project, this audition, whatever it was. And the fact that I was told no, it would really get to me. Being told no for so many years played with my insecurity, played with my vocal insecurity. It made me feel like, is this really what I need to do? You know what I'm saying? So that was how I dealt with no, like in the beginning of my career. But I just kept going because that's just who I am. Yeah, so like I was saying, especially in this entertainment industry, it is who you know. So sometimes you go into an audition and 5 people may like you. They be like, she's it. She's meant to be for this role, for this, whatever it is. And then there might be somebody in the room that will be like, her hair, her skin color, the way she dresses, that will turn this yes, this possible huge yes, into a no. So sometimes it is who you know. Sometimes, you know, somebody might know a lot of connects in the industry and then they get a lot of yeses. You know, for someone who like me, I don't, you know, it's not like I'm friends with these high top celebrities. So you go into an audition and you're hoping that your talent, of course, will get you through the door, but because you're not really known in the industry, you could get a no, you know? That's the unfortunate thing. And during like the middle of my music career, how I kind of just dealt with being told no is not expecting much. I highly believe in manifestation, and I believe in still being hopeful. I almost said hopeful. Hopeful. We'll get to that, but about my whole dealings with hope. And I've learned to not be, not to expect so much. That there's gonna be a no, there might be a maybe, and there might be a yes. And I've just learned to, like, every time I go into a project, an audition, that there is a high possibility that they may not want me, and then there might be, you know, a possibility that they may. I just kind of just do what I need to do, show my personality, show my gift, and if they say yes, beautiful, let's do it. If they say no, on to the next one. And that's kind of how I deal with being told no. You know, I feel like that's just a part of life. And now I want to talk about how I dealt with being told no in a very big platform. And I like to call it That Show. That show called The Voice. And being on The Voice was probably one of the best things that has happened to me. I got to be on TV, y'all. Okay? And I got to be around so many freaking talented people. I mean, talented people from all around the world we were just so different. One of the things I will say about the show, they really are great with bringing different kind of vocalists. I mean, I remember there would be times we would just like, just sit in the lounge and just talk about music and talk about our experience and the grind, and everybody just has like a different story. So it was one of the greatest experiences. But I have to be transparent and honest about that, how that particular no, being told no publicly on the show, affected me. And it's funny because back in the day, like I was saying, like, you know, no is a part of the process and me not setting any expectations. But this time around for that particular show, for The Voice, I wanted it, I didn't really want to win, but I at least wanted to be on top something, top 24, top 12. I wanted to be in the top of something. And I had at first when I auditioned for the show, my expectations were low. But when I was actually on the show, that's when my expectations started changing. And I realized that I would like to continue the show and be on top 12, top 10 or whatever like that. And just to experience it. When I didn't get a 4-chair turn, when I didn't even get a 1-chair turn, it didn't hit me. Like, even if you go watch the video, when they were talking to me, it didn't hit me that I was being told no publicly, because there's just so much going on during that day. I mean, I had to wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, makeup, hair, wardrobe, B-roll, all that stuff. And so I didn't even have time to really get in tune with my song. I didn't have time to really, zen and be present really in the moment, because there's just so much going on. And while I was performing, towards the end of the song, when I perform, I kind of forget that I'm on a stage. I kind of go into this other dimension. I don't know, when I perform, I enter another world of performing. And so during The Voice, I kind of forgot I was auditioning. It was a performance, and I went into another like dimension, and I wasn't auditioning anymore. I was doing what I know to do, which was perform, use my gift to bless people. I wasn't really in audition mode. So when I didn't get a 4-chair turn or even a 1-chair turn, it didn't hit me, because I was in my performance dimension. I guess that's a good word to say. But you guys know what I'm saying. Like, for those who perform, if you're an artist, when you're so into the performance, it's like you enter this other like world. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but you just enter something different, like another reality, and you turn into something different. You turn into, Miss Performance person. Like Beyonce used to say, she used to turn into Sasha Fierce, and so talking about The Voice, I went to the other dimension, and when I didn't get a chair turn, it didn't hit me that I was auditioning. Until you have to give the mics to somebody, then you have to see, you have to talk to somebody. You gotta see a psychologist to make sure you didn't go crazy. And I remember my family was there. And when I was in the van, headed back to the hotel, some things started sinking in. The fact that I was going home. The fact that my mom, my sister, and my nieces flew all the way from Florida to California to see me and see me get rejected or being told no on a public platform. That's when it started to sink in. That's when I realized this performance was an audition. It wasn't a performance. That's when things started to sink in. And I just remember just having my strong face on. I remember wanting a drink, because I was kind of like on a strict vocal diet, like no alcohol, no cheese, no chocolate, no dairy. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to really be great and the best vocally, even though they gave me a rap song, which is another story. And I remember we went to Chili's, and I was like, give me the strongest drink. And I was like, give me like a cheeseburger with cheese. I was like, give that to me. And fast forward, my sister, my mom, my nieces, they went back to Florida, and I don't know, you can tell there was an energy in the car. Even my friend who came to support me, she was pissed that they even gave me a rap song, because I was brought into the show as a vocalist, and then they found out that I can rap a little bit, and then they wanted to just have me be like the rapper of the show. And And I didn't pick my song. So for those who are just like commenting, why did you pick a rap song? I did not pick a rap song, okay? Thank you. Woo! Clear that off. Clear that. Then came back home, came back to my home, which I'm filming right now, and that's when it hit me, y'all. It hit me hard. It was like this burden that was following me. I would go to the kitchen, go to the gym, go in the living room, and there was like this like sad burden on me, like this thing that I didn't know what it was, but I knew something wasn't making me happy. I called my sister, and I just remember, y'all, no lie, I cried so much. And I vented to her about everything. I said, I'm tired of being told no. They try to make me a rapper. I'm tired of doors being closed in my face. I'm tired of loving music and it doesn't seem like it loves me back. I mean, I was boo-hoo crying. Like, you ever have that hard cry and you're trying to catch your breath, like, that was me on the phone. And I remember my sister was like, I want you to let it out. She was like, because it seemed like you were holding it in when we were at the hotel. It seems like you were just holding it in. She was like, let that shit out. And I let that shit out. And that particular no affected me so much. It caused more vocal insecurity, because I was already kind of like going through some vocal insecurities. And then when I was on the show, it made me feel better. Like, okay, my God, they picked me to be a part of this show. And I can really, I could train with a vocal coach and everything. Come to find out, they were more interested in my rapping skill than my vocal skills. And that played a lot with my vocal insecurities. Let me get my notes right now. I was talking about before. I was afraid to hope. I was afraid to manifest. I almost want to get emotional right now, but I'm not going to do it. I will not cry on this. It was hard, y'all. I remember one time I had my guitar in my room, and I was like, damn, I haven't picked up my guitar in a hot minute. And I wanted to just write a song, because sometimes I'll just pick up the guitar, I'll play old chords, try to learn new chords, and I'll write a song. Kid you not, y'all, I was playing the song, I was like strumming my guitar. I started crying because I couldn't stand I couldn't stand my voice anymore. And because I was thinking about what the judges were saying on The Voice, you're pitchy, you're this and this and that. And, one of the judges was like, there's not enough vocal information. And mind you, I even told the music department that I didn't want to do a rap song because I didn't want to be coined as a rapper. So all of that, to be told no publicly, was a lot. And it was a learning opportunity, and I had to do a lot of inner work, to the point where the word no, I almost made it tangible. I almost made no human form. I have a song called Mr. No. I don't know why I called it Mr. No. There's no disrespect to men. I just call it Mr. No. It could be Miss No, Person No. But at the time, I was just, I had my guitar out, and I just started like singing Mr. No. About like, please no, please Mr. No, like, can you please just move out and make room for Mr. Yes? Like, because I'm just tired of hearing no. I have so much to say about that experience with After the Voice, but one of the things I would say that I had to, like I was saying before, I had to do a lot of inner work. I had to deal with why I have vocal insecurity. I had to deal with the why with that. I had to deal with, why am I afraid to hope? Why am I afraid to manifest? I have to deal with all of that. And I'm way better now. I realize that sometimes there are certain no's in life that can really affect you. And that was that no. That no on The Voice was the no that affected me. And I had to do a lot of prayer. I had to do a lot of inner work. Because also, just not with The Voice, I was already going through an entanglement with music already. I felt like I loved music, but music didn't love me back. And that was hard. I remember even after The Voice, I had to go home. I went home for like 4 days, and home for me is Miami. And I just went home for 4 days. I told my mom, I need to go home. And I packed up a suitcase and cried to my mom, y'all, like, oh my God, I want to cry right now. Tears, dry it out. I just cried to my mom saying, I'm tired. I really was. And then I got a phone call, y'all, to come back to the show, The Voice, for season 18. It was really hard to say yes. I remember when I got the email saying that if you do want to do The Voice again, it took me like 2 weeks to reply. And I talked to my sister. I talked to so many people if I should go back. My sister's like, yes, go back and, show them that, that you can sing and all this stuff. And she was like, show them, just do it for the experience. And I ended up doing it. I did season 18. They did not film me, but I'm so glad I did season 18. I walked away with more friends and people who have the same experience as me, who just wants this music career to work. I off and on, I stay in touch with one of the producers, like literally off and on, like once in a blue moon. The NBC, The Voice staff, shout out to y'all. Some of you guys are just amazing. And I'm not even some of you, all of you guys. I'm just gonna say all of you guys are just amazing. And the conversations that we all had, and I feel like they empathize with us in so many levels. I did season 18 and I got another no. I did not get a 4-chair turn. I didn't get 1 chair turn, but I am so glad that I did that. There are certain no's that do affect you. Like on season 17, that no affected me. It did. It caused low-key depression. I'm not going to front about that. It caused some anxiety. It caused a lot of, the vocal insecurities, like I was saying before. I healed from that. Praise you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. And then I did season 18. That no was the best no. Ooh, almost felt the Holy Spirit. That particular no was the no that I needed. There are certain no's in life that you just need. You just need it. And I needed that. Season 18, no, I needed that. The things that Kelly Clarkson, Nick Jonas, Blake Shelton, and John Legend said to me are things that I wish that you guys can just watch. I had a feeling that they were not going to air me because John Legend said something, and that kind of went against the whole point of the show. He said to me, the show doesn't know what to do with you because you're already a developed artist. He said, when you leave the show, make an album. Kelly Clarkson was like, she's going to buy my album. She actually said that I need to embrace my higher register, that because I've always thought I'm a true alto, but she's like, I'm a soprano, and I was just like, okay, range, yes. Nick Jonas said that and Blake Shelton said Blake and Nick said I'm just like an inspiration to individuals who come back on the show. Nick Jonas was like, I have a feeling I'm gonna see you come back again. One of the producers of The Voice, when he found out that I didn't make it through, he said, you're not a contestant, Tamika. You are an artist. And the next time you come on The Voice, you'll be performing as an artist. And I learned that with the show and just with all the no's in my life, like I said before, there are no's that will affect you because we're human. We want when we want something and then we get denied, we're gonna be in our feelings, and it's okay, because we human. But then there are certain no's that you're just like, yeah, thank you. And that season 18 no put a fire under my ass. I put out a project called Skin, which is doing really well. At the time I was getting ready, I took John Legend's advice, and I was working on an album, but then COVID happened. So I wasn't able to go back to the studio, but I have so much unreleased music and that I can't wait to show you guys. I don't know why I'm getting emotional, y'all. I don't know why. After season 17, the no that affected me, I realized I wanted to do this thing called Tamika J Living Room Sessions, and I did it. And then after season 18, I was like, I'm doing this shit. And we did we did another living room sessions here in California, and it went so damn good. We're actually planning another one for this year. I'm doing a lot, but I love it. There's, like I said, there's certain no's that will affect you. But then the thing about no's, they need to just lit a fire under your ass. One of the things that helped me too during season 18, when I got the call back to be on the show again, I saw like maybe 5 of my season 17 castmates, and that was a powerful conversation. I remember we were all outside, we're in a restaurant, and we were talking about how that no on season 17 affected us. And it was probably one of the most powerful conversations I've had, because we all went through the same thing: the vocal insecurity, being afraid to hope, being afraid to manifest, wondering if music is the route that you should take. And it was so beautiful to talk amongst artists and just to see that we all had that thing in common. And the fact that we were all called back for season 18, you know, it made us feel great. It made us feel that we had a second chance. And it also, because we already knew what we needed to do, because we were already on the show on season 17, it was more relaxing, I will say. There were times it was hard now, don't get me wrong, because there were times I was hoping that I made the right decision to come back. But I'm glad I did at the time, because I needed that no, because it made me love my voice even more. Because they tried to give me another rap song, y'all, and I didn't do it. I did a reggae island version of Shaka Khan's Ain't Nobody. I wish that they aired that. It was so dope. We had steel drums. It was really dope. It was really, really cool. And I'll never forget that conversation. So shout out to my season 17 cast that came back to season 18. I don't know if y'all remember that conversation that we had outside. It was one of the most powerful conversations ever. And then I got, after season 18, I called one of my season 17 and 18 castmates, because we did the two shows together, 2 seasons together. And we just vented on the phone. And he told me something that was very powerful. And I want to leave this with you guys. You are a yes in a world full of no's. So if you're watching this, I want you to know that you are a yes. Say yes to yourself. And just know that there are certain no's that will hurt. It will. Like I said, we're human. But use those no's to just light a fire under your ass. Do what you need to do and say yes to yourself. And just like my song, Mr. No, it's a very transparent song. And it's a real song, because sometimes you are sick and tired of hearing no's. But sometimes no's help you to grow. And that's what I've learned with dealing with Mr. No. I know I talk so damn much, but I had so much to say. Yeah. My notes are done. I'm finished. Y'all be safe, y'all be good. If you watched my whole damn video, my God, please make sure, oh my God, I'm about to say it. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a comment. And also, I want to know how you guys deal with being told no. What have been your experiences with dealing with no? All right, so go ahead and chime in on the comments. And as always, peace and love. And you are a yes in a world full of no's. And use those no's to light a fire under your ass. Okay? All right, y'all. Bye. There's no garbage there. I just did that to be cool. All right. Bye, guys.